Come with us to climb Mount Baker. We spent 3 full days on the mountain, so let me show you everything we did. Before we continue with the video, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of context. So on June 2nd of this year, my beloved kitty cat, our best friend, my literal child, passed away, unfortunately. She had multiple rare types of cancer for about, we're guessing, like 3 years. We treated them for as long as we could. She was a super strong, brave fighter. She lived in the van with us. She loved adventuring and traveling. She loved climbing on rocks, going outside, and I could talk about her for a very, very long time. Anyway, her name was Bacon, but everyone who knew and loved her called her Baker, or the Baker. And a few months before she passed, we booked a trip to climb Mount Baker for various reasons, which I will get into in a moment. And then her health started declining and she passed away literally 1 week before we were supposed to climb the mountain that is named after her, is what I'm saying, because I think it was. And so it felt ridiculous to be climbing this mountain with her name. Like literally a week later, we were emotionally wrecked, crying every single day. But we did not cancel the trip. We decided it would be a really great way to honor her. The trip was also on our 2-year wedding anniversary, and it was what would have been her 14th birthday. So many things at once, very emotional, kind of ridiculous, but we're like, you know what, we got to do it. So I use the word booked because we actually booked this as a guided trip with Mountain Madness to do a crevasse rescue course. Our plan was to learn a bunch about crevasse rescue on Mount Baker, which is a relatively mild glacier, so that we could go and climb Mount Rainier unguided a couple weeks later, which we did. That vlog will be coming soon as well. So we went up as a custom trip with a guide on Mount Baker for a few days, learned a whole bunch. My filming style for this video is going to be a bit different because, like I said, we were with a guide. I wasn't trying to like talk to the camera a bunch or focus on filming that much because my main focus was learning as much information as I could. So I think I will do some voiceovers for this video to try and help you guys understand what's going on. My GoPro also unfortunately died up there and I did not realize it, so I didn't continue charging it. So the footage isn't as great as I would like for it to be, but I got a lot of good videos on my phone, which you will see soon, and I will now stop talking about it. We're taking the Squaw Glacier route, which, as you can see, starts all the way down in the trees. We had a huge approach. This route is over 7,000 feet of climbing, and I'm not really even sure on how many miles, but I do know it was a lot. What a cool bridge.
Not coming from the volcano, but it did look like that for a minute because it looks like similar to that.
Is it venting?
It is venting. We'll see. We'll look into it on Monday.
That's cool. Since it's less popular than some of the standard routes, the trail is a little overgrown in a few areas, but it's not too bad. But you get a lot less people up high on the mountain camping. Our goal for day 1 was to obviously hike up and set up camp. We wanted to set up as high as possible.
Good view of Baker.
You can see the lower camp here. This is where most people set up. It's really cool, but it is a little more crowded. Our guide knew about a spot that was a lot higher on the mountain, and we were all feeling great, so we kept going up. As you can see, I am in shorts and like a single sun hoodie right now because it was so hot this afternoon, and that is going to be a trend for this whole trip. The snow was super slushy, but we did eventually make it up around 2 p.m. I think. This was at about 6:05, and I think we started at about 3. It's crazy to me to think that we can camp at 6,000 feet and be on a glacier here, whereas back home in Colorado Springs, that is pretty much where my house would be. Since we had so much time this first night, we did a good amount of like training, education, talking about like knots and rope work and all of that. We didn't go back out on the snow because we were resting for tomorrow, but we did learn a lot. The next day was dedicated fully to crevasse rescue training.
You can tighten the auto block up and then pull a little rope down and tie a close hitch to back yourself up. Like that's the glacier. We're definitely hitting the glacier.
I survived! Woo! Good job. We all pretty much agreed that with how hot everything has been and all of the slushy snow, starting as early as possible would be best, so we wouldn't be punching through super early in the morning trying to get up to the summit.
Every time I've been up this mountain probably like over 50 times, and I still, I was, the thing is, I know we're on track. Well, we'll probably hang out here for like a good 30 minutes.
Cool.
Or more, as long as it takes to make coffee. And this would be a pretty good sunrise.
We were so early that when we made it up to the funeral, we still had, I think, like over an hour till sunrise. So we hung out here for a while, made some coffee, and just got ready for the last section of the climb so that we wouldn't be sitting on the summit in the dark. I kind of breezed past it, but we went up the Roman head wall, which is supposed to be the steepest and most challenging section of the climb. We didn't find it to be too difficult.
Glacier meets summit plateau, like football field.
And as you can see, we're approaching the summit here, and our baker was treating us with the most beautiful sunrise in the world. It was unreal. We got down to the car very quickly. The full descent actually only took us a few hours, and then we had a full another day with our guide where we practiced rappelling and a few other skills.